I'm back. It's Ashley. So today I wanted to do a video about friends. How many of us have them? Friends.
How many of us have them? Friends.
Literally, I'm just doing a chit chat, get ready with me. And I'm gonna show you this page. I didn't say the products in the video, but I'll list them down below. But I just wanted to do a little chit chat to discuss with y'all what's been going on in my friend life lately. Especially trying to find friends in my late 20s, 29s, and finding and keeping friends has not been an easy task. So if you want to see how I got this little face, this is just a little basic everyday face, and you want to join the discussion, just keep on watching. If y'all see me looking off, my mirrors right here. So I don't know, I just wanted to talk to y'all about some of the friendship woes that I've been having lately, and trying to make new friends. Two very specific scenarios are ringing in my head, and I'm trying to figure out if it's me.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
If, you know, I'm just not being a very good friend, or I'm already moisturized and primed, by the way. Or if the couple friendships that I've tried to make just weren't for me. I don't know, y'all let me know. First friend situation that I had was with someone that I met from work. And we hit it off like immediately, because she was like from close to where I'm from when we first moved here. We had just moved around the same time. We have like the same type of personality, like the same type of stuff. And I was like, okay, like this girl is cool. She's cool. You know, whatever. We're the same age. Again, we like the same type of stuff. Whatevs. So we start hanging out. Right? But then, right when we were about to start like hanging out, quarantine hits. And so, of course, that puts a monkey wrench in all our little plans or whatever. Okay? Now, let me preface by saying, she is already, I like to tell people before, oh, I don't know what I just did to my eyebrow. I like to let people know I'm not ashamed of it. So I like to let people know before we start hanging out, like, listen, I'm not going to be hanging out with you like every single weekend. She was already aware that I do deal with anxiety and that I'm an introvert. You know, I'm really like textbook introvert. I do not like to be out every single weekend. I really enjoy my alone time. I don't like to be out like that. And if I'm not, I don't know what I was gonna say. A lot of times I'm hanging with my family too. Like, we are very close. So I'm not just at home. I could be at home hanging with my family, you know? whatever. So that's just context. Like, I'm really an introvert, don't like being out. I don't like being in the mix like that. I just don't. I've never been that way, even if I was when I was in college. When I get out, I get out. Let's go. But that's not going to be like a everyday, every weekend type of situation, right? Now, when everything started to open back up in 2020, was it 2020 or 2021? It might have been 2020. You know what? That's a lie. It was 2021. Sorry. Anyway, when everything started to open back up, so one day it had been like a lull between us speaking, and I hit her up and I'm like, hey, you know, how's everything going? It might have been maybe like, I would say we had hung out maybe like 2 weekends in a row. And then every time I do my brows, they first look ugly. First they're sour, then they're sweet. Anyway, so I hit her up and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. We catching up. And I say something about like, I thought I was gonna be out all summer, but really I've been in the house. And she was like, I sure be wanting you to hang out. I thought, you know, there was something you had told, we had already said before, when everything started open back up, you was gonna hang out more, and, you know, like, just kind of coming for me a little. And so at first I was like, I'm self-aware. I can acknowledge when I might be dropping the ball in a place, an area. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, if you want to hang out more, let's go out, right? Okay, and let me preface again. I have friends, my best friend from college, my other good friend from college, who already know my personality. Like, these were my friends that I hung out with in college, so they already know me. They're already aware of how I move and how I operate. So they don't even be giving me like not really a hard time about how my personality works. You know what I mean? And honestly, I let them know, like, I'm not trying to be a flake, but sometimes I just have very low energy and I just don't want to be out. Regardless, you know, it's not about me trying to flake on y'all. It's not about me trying to break plans or anything like that. Like, I don't feel like being out. Not out. Now, if you want to go, if you want to come by here and we chill, have a movie night or whatever, like a little girls' night in, let's do it. I'm with it. So, whatever. So basically she ends up being, you know, just kind of telling me about myself. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it on the chin. It's fine. So what she's like, after she says that, like, you know, you haven't been hanging out. Every time I ask, it seems like you already have other plans, or, which wasn't a lie. Because my family is here and I like hanging out with them, and it wasn't an excuse. Like, sometimes you hit me up last minute and I've already made plans to do something else. So what you want me to do? Now, let me preface again. Before that, I had 2 art shows, right? 2 of them that I did invite her to. Neither one of them she came to. And I wasn't even tripping about that. I did not even trip. I didn't make it be a thing. It wasn't, you know, like, if you don't come, we can't be friends. It wasn't none of that. I didn't even make it a big deal, but she did not come. My other friends did come. She did not. Scene again, I don't know. Don't know, but I wasn't even tripping off that. Didn't make it a big thing at the time. Wasn't that, I mean, it was important to me, but it wasn't like end of friendship if you don't show up type of important, right? So anyway, she says that, and I'm like, all right, you know, I'm self-aware to know that I have not been hanging out purposefully because I don't like hanging out. So this is after that event. So I'm like, all right, what you want to do? And so for a minute, like, it was almost, maybe not every weekend, but pretty frequently that we were hanging out. And I'm missing events with my family, with my other friends, just time alone by myself, whatever, because I'm like, I don't want to seem like a bad friend, and I want people to show up for me when I want them to show up for me, or when I need them to show up for me. You know, let me pull through. I can do this. You know, it's not that big of a deal for me to just, I don't want to do no heavy liner. It's not that big of a deal for me to be able to hang out. Like, it's really not. I can do that. That was the most exhausting shit I've ever done. And I'm not even joking. Like, I was just like, damn. I like to have fun, but I also enjoy my own company. I love my own company. It doesn't take anything out of me. Some of y'all need to get better. I'm not saying this was her, but some of y'all need to get better at being alone. Being alone. And I also want to say your friends are not y'all man. Your friends are not y'all man. Your friends have lives. They have other things that they do. And if you are making them feel guilty for wanting to be in the house, for wanting to be with their family, for wanting to do things that are not what you want them to do, I think you are the one who has an issue. But then comes Valentine's Day. So at the beginning of this year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buckle down. It's still the beginning of the year, really. No, it's not. We're almost mid-year. Like, do you want to go to brunch? And so I'm like, look, I told her straight up, like, I would, but I'm trying to save money for the beginning of the year. I don't really plan on really going out that much because I'm trying to save money. I got a lot of trips planned this year. So, but what are you doing for Valentine's Day? If you want to do like a little girls' night in, a little wine, something, both of us are single, we can do that. That'll be fun. She did not text me back. And so I was just like, okay. And so I asked my other friends about it, and I'm like, am I wrong? Like, am I wrong? Because like, now it's starting to make me feel as if there's, okay, before I get into that, let's go into the other situation that I had. So this other friend that I met her through Instagram. She's cute, good personality. We like the same type of stuff. Again, I'm a cool person, okay? Like, so anyway. We meet, the first time we meet, we go to like this little brunch spot. It was cute. We had some good drinks. We was just talking. We literally liked the same type of stuff. You know, we was on the same page about these men's. Literally, she was cool as shit. She was sweet. She came to my art show. She did. She bought some stuff. And she was really, really, really cool. Okay? Really cool. I did like her. I definitely could see us like continuing to be friends. Okay, so here is where the fallout happens. So after hanging out one weekend, there was nothing wrong with the hangout, okay? Nothing happened on the hangout that was like bad. We had fun. We did. We had fun. What ends up happening is hosting an event at her home, a potluck. And she was like asking people to bring stuff. Whatever. And so she asked me, like, can you bring this, and this? And I'm like, yeah, I can bring that. And then like the next couple messages I get is I've decided to cancel the event due to unforeseen circumstances. And I think that was it. I think that was all she said. Like she was just gonna cancel the event. My eyebrows are crooked. And that was it. And so I'm like, okay. So maybe like a couple days later, I work. So I can't sit up and text you all day. I have shit to do. So I'm like hitting her up to be like, okay, is she all right? Like I haven't heard from her in a minute. And I kept noticing that she was not like responding. And I'm like, what is going on? Is she okay? So then finally one day I sent her a text message and I'm like, hey, are you okay? You know, what's going on? I've been trying to get in touch with you. Whatever. And so she's like, honestly, you know, I felt a certain type of way about my potluck. I felt like there was like lack of communication, and I think that it was pretty evident how much effort I was putting into it, and I felt like there was no effort being given back to me. And so I'm like, again, I'm self-aware. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I apologize, you know, if I was making you feel that way, you know. I'm like, so let me get some clarity. Are you saying that it's just me that was making you feel that way? And she was like, oh, no, it wasn't just you. Let me go back. So before I even hit her up, I noticed that I'm unfollowed on social media. I'm not blocked from her social media page, but she definitely unfollowed me. And I was like, what's going on? That's why I reached out to her, because I'm like, is something going on? Is she okay? She wasn't responding to any of my messages. And so anyway, that's what prompted me to like really kind of like double text and shit to see where she was at, because I already was hitting her up and she wasn't responding. Okay, so anyway, back to the middle. So she goes, no, it wasn't just you. But thank you for your apology. And so I'm like, you're welcome. And so I'm sitting there like, okay. Okay. So I asked my sister. My sister gonna come with the real steez always. I asked my sister, and I'm like, Sonny, like, am I wrong or? So I run down the whole situation to her, and she's like, no, I don't think you're wrong at all. And she was like, you know, I feel I'm all for people, like, in this new wave of feelings. But she was like, but I'm also like, it's also annoying at the same time because people act like they can't have actual conversations. And I felt the same way because literally the day we had went out, I was telling her, I'm like, you know, I'm like real with my friends. If I have a problem with them, if there's an issue that we're having, whatever, I like to let them know. You know, I don't sit on the shit and just let it brew and just sit on it and sit on it and sit on it until all of a sudden we looking around and we ain't cool no more and neither one of us can figure out why. That's stupid. And I'm like, if, you know, we're trying to build a friendship, this was just us talking, literally. And I'm like, I feel like if we're trying to build a friendship or are actively working on building a friendship, then we should be able to speak to each other and let each other know when we feel like, you know, that you fucking up in the friend group. Without it being like this is cause for the end of the friendship. And I just felt like instead of talking to me about it and being like, hey girl, is you coming to this potluck or no? Instead of doing that, she immediately went on the opposite end and was like, okay, well then fuck this. I'm not gonna do it. Instead of just like, I feel like just talk to me about it. Damn, if you feel like it's that much of a thing and I'm bothering you or hurting your feelings or something, then you can let me know that before it gets to a point where, you know, fuck the friendship. Is annoying to me because it starts to make me feel like a lot of people are selfish. It's all about what y'all want and what y'all need and not about what your friends want or what they need. And that's also my point with my other friendship story because I'm like, okay, so when do I get the time to be like, okay, like I don't want to go out this weekend? Because, you know, you already know that I'm a person that I don't really go out like that. I'm not one that likes to be out in the mix every single weekend. And on top of that, I'm grown. I don't have to keep explaining to you why I don't feel like going out. If I said I don't feel like going out, I don't feel like going out. And that should be the end of it. For instance, my friend from college who is here, she's the one I just filmed a podcast with. She already knows, like, she don't even be inviting me to no stupid shit. Because she already be knowing, like, Ashley does not go out like that. To me, the type of friend that I am, if it's important, you can most definitely count on me to be there. If it's a birthday, which I was present for her birthday, a birthday, you know, a graduation, I'm opening a business, whatever, count on me to be there. I'm going to be there. Random just going out just because, I'm sorry, babe. You can be mad all you want, but I don't feel like going. So now what? couldn't figure out. I'm like, is it me? Because when did me being a good friend comes at the detriment of myself? Like when I'm not honoring my needs and what I need as a person, because I'm trying not to be a bad friend. But when are you going to be like, let me not be a bad friend to her? This is what she needs as an individual. She needs to be alone sometimes. She wants to go and hang out with her family. She doesn't always want to go out every weekend. When does that become like a thing? And I feel like the friendships that keep finding myself in, new friendships at least, are with people who are hella selfish. Again, my friend from college just had a birthday party. And we were supposed to be bringing charcuterie boards, right? So everybody was supposed to bring their own charcuterie board. And somebody had wrote chat and was like, can y'all send like what everybody is bringing so that we won't have the same thing? And it was like not that many people responding. It wasn't that many people responded. First of all, she sent it while everybody was getting out work. And so my friend was like, can y'all respond to my friend, please? And she was like, I'm finna call y'all. And she straight up called me. She called everybody, really. And was like, what are you bringing? Can you respond to the group chat? Oh, that is... I don't even be putting highlighter on my cheeks no more. Why did I do that? Now I gotta do it. I don't even be doing it no more. I don't even like silver highlighter. Why would I do that? Ugh. Anyway. It's literally that simple. And I don't know, again, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the one that's being selfish. Maybe I'm the one that's not being a good friend. But I feel like I am. You know, and again, I don't have to like name all the stuff that I do for friends, because I do it just to do it, just out of the kindness of my own heart, you know. But I have treated for dinner. I've, you know, bought random gifts just to be nice, just to be like, I appreciate you as a friend. What have I got from either of those two friendships? You know, everybody is in this phase where we're in, like, I don't have to keep explaining to you what you did wrong, whatever. The key word is keep. Like, if you had told me once and you felt like, you know, there was no communication or whatever, then I would have tightened up. Because if you are my friend and I care about you, then I'm going to do that. Just cutting off somebody with no like real contact and no real explanation as to why is kind of petty and it's rude. And then it kind of goes to show, like, was we really friends? Was we really building a friendship? Because if that's how you move in friendships, like, we can't be friends. And also, I'm not your motherfucking man. I'm not obligated to talk to you every 5 minutes of every day. I don't know, that was just like on my mind, because I'm just like, man, is it me being a bad friend, or is it everybody else? Like, I know I'm not like just this terrible person. Friend from college does not get, well, she might get mad. I don't know. She don't be telling me if she be mad. But if I can't go to something, or if I don't want to go to something, she don't trip on me like that. Because when we do go out, we go out and we're out. But again, like I said, when does it become like I'm doing a disservice to myself? And when does it become like you not honoring me as a friend and acknowledging what me as a friend needs? They got in my mouth. You know, and then the other young lady from work, I'm like, I've never even received an invitation from, like, to your home. Moved like 3 or 4 times, and I've never gotten an invitation to be like, you want to see my new place? I got some wine. You want to stop by? We can have a little drink. It's never been like that. And so, yeah, that was that. After they both have been like ghosting me, that's just that on that. Like, I don't really have, it's been a journey trying to find like solid friends. And I have, you know, my friend that I'm doing the podcast with, like, that's my girl. We have been friends since college and have never had an issue. But like finding friends outside of the friends that I have from college has been like weird. Or maybe it's just finding a friend as an adult as you navigate like new boundaries and new needs and new wants. So yeah, I have not figured it out yet. I tried Bumble Friend or Bumble BFF. I haven't hung out with anybody just yet. But yeah, everybody wants a friend that they can hang out with every weekend, but I'm sorry, like, I'm just not gonna be that friend. And I know people be wanting to hang out with me because, you know, I'm dope. You know, I know. And also, like, my sister is a lot of my friend. My sister is my best friend. She is my friend, you know. And she has a lot of things that are going on that I want to be there to celebrate. She has my niece. I hang out with my mama, my brother-in-law. Like, we are a very close, tight-knit family, and I like to be around them. And I'm just tired of people. I feel like tired of people, you know, treating me as if me as a person is like my, excuse me, like my personality, there's inherently something wrong with it. You know, they like the fun part, the fun, you know, outgoing. And I'm not even outgoing, but they like that personality. But the other side is like, you need to just, you know, it's like, okay, but all of this is a part of me. Every single part of me is me. And this part may not be desirable, but it still is me. No, I don't want to hang out this weekend. Why is that not okay? If we are friends, why shouldn't that be like, oh, that's just how she is, child. She just, you know, she don't want to go out this weekend. That's okay. It's really been hard just trying to find someone or friends who truly understand and are okay and are like, okay. So until I get new friends, like, my old friends are just the tea for me. So to y'all know who y'all are. I don't know if y'all want me to shout y'all out on my little social medias or whatever, but I love y'all. And y'all tell me in the comments, you know, was I wrong? Or I don't think it's a matter of right and wrong. I think maybe it's just not being compatible with people. Maybe that's what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to do this little get ready with me with a little simple face. I still gotta put my clothes on, but I'm not gonna show y'all my clothes in this. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. And again, let me know in the comments what y'all think about my friend situation. Is it no new friends, or was or was I wrong? And maybe I should have did some things different. And no. I will see y'all in my next video. I love you guys. I love y'all so much. And remember to like, to comment, to subscribe. Period.